I have never seen a rice cooker like this. Leave it to Chef Jet Tila. This is a bento box rice cooker.
That's right. It's not just a cooker, it's also a warmer. I'm gonna explain everything, but just look at the shape. You've
like
never seen a bento box rice cooker that you can take with you. Red or black.
We get to pick a color.
My two favorite colors.
Brand new, $29.95. I mean, we can also do quinoa and oatmeal and everything, but
sure.
Rice is so hard to cook.
For most people, not anymore, because I'm going to show you how to make perfect rice. So
watch this.
All right, so there's a few pieces here. Let's get right into it. There's a little line here where we add our water to, all right? Because it cooks from below. It creates a beautiful steam bath. That's all you have to do. So first, we put our water in. Then we put our pan in. And if you're making rice, my friends, we even have a little measure here. It's 1, 2, 3. So this thing at the end of the day is about 2.5 cups. So, and then what we're gonna do is equal amounts of water to rice. Yes, I've just taught you the secret to white rice, everybody. Equal portions, jasmine, long grain, whatever grain, white long grain rice. That's how you make perfect rice. So what we're gonna do is now put the lid on here. I'm gonna snap it down. You see this little Chef Jet button? I'm gonna start that button, and that's going. That's all you had to do. This lid that comes with it is actually for the finished product. And speaking of finished product, let's go right to the red bento, because I started this ahead of time. 18 to 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna, it turns off on its own. Look at that perfect rice. And when I mean perfect, let me tell you what we're looking for in our Asian homes or any rice-eating homes. We're talking about every single grain is identifiable. Nothing is swollen, right? Nothing is broken. And now I'm gonna fluff the rice. That's it. I set this 20 minutes ago, and I'm here now. And let's say this is actually perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to serve a portion of this for my lunch. So let's put a little bit rice there. All right, and then in the Chef Jet 8-inch pot, we have a little bit of sweet and sour. And this is my barbecue pork bites, a little bit of pineapple, and some sweet chili sauce. And we've just made rice. Here's what's really cool. So that's gonna be to eat now. And let's say I wanna take this to the office with me. I'm gonna make a little room in this little metal insert. I'm gonna pour some of my sweet and sour into the insert. I'm gonna put my lid on it.
And it's a bento box.
And it's a bento box. I'm taking this to work. How cool is that?
Never in the history of eating
That's
rice.
what we're talking about.
Have I seen
right
this?
there. And now I'm going to work. Kids are going to school.
Yeah.
You could actually, I may or may not have made rice or a meal in the office.
Oh, you totally could.
You totally could, because all you need is a plug. Everything else is ready for you. Here are some other meal ideas. I know, I have you speechless.
No,
I know,
listen,
I love that.
My family, obviously, we have had huge rice cookers, right?
Right.
Where it is like a full big, you know, and listen, you get it from your great-great-grandmother and you've had this rice cooker forever. You've done it. This is the perfect amount of rice.
Yep.
This is not taking up all of the room on my counter. And the fact that I can take the insert and turn it into my bento box? What is that?
How about monkey bread? Savory rosemary monkey bread. You take your freezer pastry, you chop it up into little pieces, you throw that in here, you put a little rosemary, a little bit of fat, some butter, salt, and you let it go. But I covered it with foil so to not let the water go in. So you use it as a cooker. It basically, water boils to 212 degrees. This gets everything to 212, and look at that perfect monkey bread. And then when you're done, you're like, hey, I want to take some to the office while it's warm for the family and friends.
You get the lid.
You get
so you just put it on and go.
It's all there. So again, it's two little opening flaps on the side. And when it's cooking, by the way, it's not super hot. Again, you don't want to put your hands over steam, but it's not, you know, I'm not worried about it. How about a pasta bake? How about a beautiful little pasta? I know, there's so much coolness happening here.
Wait,
I know.
so what?
Talk to
me. So you put the pasta, like the pasta uncooked?
So yeah, you can put the pasta shells uncooked because it's a moist environment. In the world of cooking, everything's either dry heat or moist heat. This is a moist heat cooker, and if you put foil over it, it's a dry heat cooker. It works for both. You put your sauce.
What?
I know, you can cook your pasta in here. And then I'm gonna
Can I
unload
tell
it.
you, I didn't know what was inside any of these. So
No.
this is legit me going, there's pasta inside that one.
Yeah. And then just check out how warm, cheesy these pasta shells are. I'm gonna just open one up. And all that was made here.
Oh,
and
man.
Then, look at
Everybody
that.
in the control room is going there. They
They're
can't
all
believe.
freaking out, aren't they? They're all freaking out.
Is this the first presentation of this?
This is the first ever presentation. We've not shown
So
this.
we're all doing the same, like, shock value all together at one time?
We've been working on this project for so long, like in the labs, in the Tila labs.
In the Tila
and
labs.
we're like, how do we make the coolest bento box?
Yeah.
Right? And I'm gonna show you an example of how to make a meal.
Okay.
Okay, very, very simple. So take your insert.
Okay.
Okay? And yellow rice.
Okay.
Chicken, how's that? So this is a product that's already on the shelf. So you already know it. It's seasoned.
Okay.
It's got all the seasoning. It's got everything in it. So remember, it's equal parts water to rice.
Okay.
Okay. So again, it's got all the seasoning. It's got all the coloring in there. You take a little bit of chicken. Okay. And again, you could buy chicken. I am known to buy a roasted chicken a week and then pull the meat off.
Yep.
Right, for salad or whatever. So how about a little chicken? How about some green olives?
Are we about to make like a
Right.
one-pot meal in your bento box?
Yeah, yeah. And how about you throw it in the bento box?
Okay.
Right? And then remember, so the way to work this is real simple. It's one step. It's water basically to the line. The line also equates to these risers. Once you hit the risers with the water, that creates the warm environment. You throw whatever you're cooking, the monkey bread, the pasta bake, anything on here. You cover it.
Click down your
You
little
click
sides.
it, and there's a little button. See, the light turns on. 15.
I don't even have to know anything.
You don't, well, that's the whole idea. Let me do the work for you.
Yeah.
Let 30 years of restaurant experience, 15 years of Food Network competition, and this is what it becomes.
Oh, that's
right?
the finished
That's
product.
it. No, yeah, exactly. We basically made it for you.
Look at that rice.
Look
It
at the
fluffed
rice.
up beautiful.
And I'm gonna let's go volume. Like let's talk about how much food
Oh, are you
this
about to do
makes.
the same thing like with the pots and pans?
Yeah, exactly. Because you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like it's enough to feed my family, Tila. What's happening here? Well, we have 2 full portions, and this is not just regular portions. I mean, look at that. That's plenty.
That's a lot.
That's dinner for me and Allie and the kids.
Because
right?
we're saying 2.5 cup. That's 2.5 cup dry.
That's it. So rice will always either double or triple.
Yeah.
So 2.5 cups dry. That means,
That
help me
you're
math.
once it's cooked.
Someone math that. 7 point something ish. There you go.
How are 2 Asians up here and we
I
can't
know,
get it
we're bad
together?
Asians.
We're supposed to be good at
About
math.
7 cups finished. 5 if you're doubling. There you go. So more fun stuff. I'm not. Yeah, go ahead.
I made
know,
ketchup
it's so
red
funny.
red in the face. I'm not even telling a joke. Here's what I'm going to tell you. We have never seen this before. Like, Chef literally invented this. He is bringing it to us brand new. It is exclusive. You're going to pick it in the red or the black, and you saw we opened up each one.
We
Just
did.
pick the color. $29.95 for your pasta, rice, bread, one meal, and you put the lid on it. It's a bento box.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, bento boxes are so in. Even my kid has a bento box, like the kid bento boxes.
You send this to school with your kids.
Yes.
They're the coolest kids at lunchtime.
Bento's in.
Bento's everything. And here's another thing you can do with this, right? I've cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked in this. How about actually rewarming in this? How about taking some of my egg rolls or the pot stickers, making some fried rice, and then, covering it with foil, letting the cooker do its deal, and then this goes into your kids' lunch, right? It goes into their bag, and then when it's lunchtime, they open it up, and they've got a perfect portion of fried rice and pot stickers. But I could have done this with the pasta bake. I could have done this with the monkey bread.
Yeah.
We do this with the yellow rice. This is one of the fun, cool projects that we've been working on, and we're so excited to share this with you. And look at this is basically steamed eggs. And every culture right now, I mean, if you go to all those social media platforms, steamed eggs are hot. They're so hot, and and because it's a steamed egg, it also can be custard.
Yeah.
So you can make your flans in here. You can make all your sweet or savory
international.
Eggs are so
We're making
hot.
flan.
Yeah, right. I mean, these actually, you know, with egg prices right now, it's probably a $30 meal right now. Anyway, done with jokes. No more dad jokes, by the way.
No, we love those on this show. You know what we do with our steamed eggs is we put a little bit of shrimp, like the little,
I love
yeah.
that. Over rice,
It's
or I can just eat it like that.
A little salty that's in there, and you eat it with the rice.
Yeah, but just so you know quickly, the silicone utensils, they're separate, but do check them out because they're kind of the perfect pair. They're kind of the perfect pair. Again, add water, push button, and you've made everything from monkey bread to pasta to rice to steamed eggs.
Other rice cookers? It is just a rice cooker.
That's it, exactly.
I promise you. I own one.
Right.
Every person in my family owns one. You could just make, and look, it's devoted to that, but it's also really big, right? Even when you get down to the smaller rice cookers, you know, promise me.
Right.
This is what I will say. Little hints. Wash your rice before you. Do you wash your rice?
Wash and rinse your rice.
Wash and rinse your rice.
At least once or twice.
Get it so it's not cloudy anymore.
That's right. 1-to-1 for most white rice. And you're gonna have perfect rice. Because I don't want you to get this home and you're like, why isn't my rice coming out? It's incumbent on you now to do the right amount of water. White rice, 1-to-1. Brown rice, you could go 1.5-to-1, 1.5 water to 1 rice. And then remember, use these as bento boxes. They're actually bento box shape. They're bento box inside. And then they're just, you know, my daughter, she's 12, by the way, and I'm gonna show you how much food is in here. So I'm gonna take it to the plate. She's like, oh, Dad, these are so kawaii. I was like, oh man, I had to look that up. And that just means cute. So
is that lingo?
That's lingo. I'm learning kid lingo. It's Japanese for cute. So when you can be cool to your kids, right? And if you're sending any of your kids off to boarding school or college, this is what to send them off with right here. Yeah, that's right.
Somebody getting an apartment for the first time. You could do this in a dorm and make your rice and your one-pot meals in here. Perfect size. Nobody's ever seen this before. It's the first airing of it. Grab your color. $29.95 is available. Again, that 2.5 cup is dried rice. By the way, if you want a literal, like,